Good morning, Hero Wars fans. In this video, I will briefly explain how to defeat Seymour, the last enemy in Chapter 15 of the campaign map. There is no special benefit for defeating Seymour. If anything, you get a box of red Hero Soulstone chests. Therefore, there is no inconvenience even if you do not defeat Seymour at an early stage after you start playing Hero Wars. In my case, I defeated Seymour in the first year and 11 months after I started playing Hero Wars, so I don't think it is necessary to train a specific hero just for the purpose of defeating Seymour. If you know Seymour's strategy, it is possible to defeat Seymour even with a team composition of low overall strength, but if you train your heroes to maximum power, anyone can defeat Seymour naturally, even without knowing the strategy. Let's talk about the most famous way to defeat Seymour. Seymour's attack is a total attack of fire that inflicts magical damage and rains down on 5 heroes at the 35-second mark of the battle. Seymour's attacks after this will always follow the same pattern, so when Seymour grabs the orb at the top of the screen, the sequence of attacks will be Martha's skill, then Faceless skill, in that order. Activating Martha's skill speeds up the movement speed, and copying Martha's skill with Faceless speeds up the movement speed even more. Activating Martha and Faceless skills in the steps just described, our 5 heroes can do a lot of damage to Seymour if the fast-moving heroes destroy the 2 rocks in front of the orb. There are 3 types of orbs that Seymour grabs, from left to right on the screen: fire, earth, and water, and each rock has a different effect that can be obtained by destroying it. The amount of damage inflicted on Seymour when he destroys the orbs at the top of the screen is highest for fire, followed by earth and water, so it is best to activate Martha's skill when Seymour grabs the fire and earth orbs. If you want to take down Seymour at a point when hero's power is low, you must take advantage of Martha's and Faceless speed-up skills as soon as Seymour grabs the orb to take down Seymour. However, if you train your heroes to the maximum, you will be able to defeat Seymour without having to worry about destroying the orb, so there is never a need to work hard to train a particular hero just to defeat Seymour. Well, in my case, I was thinking leisurely that one day I would be able to defeat Seymour, and before I knew it, 1 year and 11 months had passed since I started playing Hero Wars. I was disheartened when I couldn't post a Seymour-related video because I couldn't beat Seymour. I couldn't beat Seymour for any length of time if I just pressed the auto button, so I had no choice but to fight him manually. I did that and was able to beat Seymour so easily that I regret that I should have done a little more serious research on Seymour, haha. We'll talk about the hero needed to take down Seymour. If you want to defeat Seymour at a time when your team's overall power is low, you need to fight with the team composition such as Martha, Faceless, Jehu, Kark, and Astaroth. Astaroth is essential to withstand the first magical attack from Seymour for the purpose of reviving dead heroes, but if each hero is grown to 110,000 power, the battle can continue until time runs out without a single hero being defeated. Why don't you think about taking down Seymour patiently until you can beat Seymour with your favorite hero, as I think you can. Taking down Seymour in the first year and 11th month is taking too long, isn't it? I didn't feel the need to defeat Seymour, so I didn't think about defeating Seymour for the last few months. I'll wrap up the story. If you need more detailed data on Seymour, there are plenty of Google searches that will help you find it. Speaking only in summary of the points I want to convey to those who want to defeat Seymour, the trick to defeat Seymour is to manually activate the skills of Martha and Faceless, in that order, when Seymour grabs the orb at the top of the screen. If you cannot defeat Seymour after following this sequence of steps, you simply do not have enough hero power, and if you try again in a few months, you should be able to defeat Seymour before you know it. The recommended strength to defeat Seymour is about 450,000 total power, with a minimum requirement of training with an emphasis on magical defense, HP, and attack power. The standard for training Martha, Jehu, and Faceless is about 45,000 power, and tank and DPS require about 110,000 power each. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, there is no special benefit for defeating Seymour, so why don't you fight Seymour with various team compositions as you wish. In my case, when I defeated Seymour, the team composition was Astaroth, Kark, Orion, Faceless, and Martha, and the total strength had already reached 716,000. That means I'm not good at fighting games like Virtua Fighter and Tekken. Thank you for watching the video until the last part. I'll see you in my next video.